up, kids? It's Joe and Nick for your weekend vacation. Grab your stool, squat on down for crappy animation. Let the gangsta commentary prop open your eyelids and watch some TV shows that have aged even worse than they did. So fill your bowls, use your spoons. It's Shaturday morning cartoons.
Happy
Saturday,
Saturday,
everybody!
everybody! Welcome to Saturday Morning Cartoons. This is the show where we eat cereal in our pajamas and we watch old, shatty Saturday morning cartoons. I'm Joe. That's Nick. That's George. And that's Caitlin McGurk, curator of the Billy Ireland Cartoon Library and Museum, and also hardcore Ziggy enthusiast.
Hey, now
Hi.
that you've mentioned that, I've
Oh,
got my Ziggy Christmas cup with me.
Might as well face it. You're addicted to Ziggy.
Bet.
Is Ziggy still alive, or did they kill him off?
He's dead. He's very dead. Dead and buried. No, I
but-
don't know. He's eternal.
But dude, are they still making new Ziggy?
No.
That's long done. Okay, yeah.
No, his son continued it for a little while, I think, and then Tom Wilson's son, and then it's long gone now. Yeah.
Really, the Sons always continue it, don't they? Hagar the Horrible's son
Sometimes.
continued it, and High and Lois.
Yep.
Yeah. But Ziggy's son was like, nah, I got other things to do. I got other fish to fry.
I was watching, I know it's holiday season. We're watching all holiday cartoons this month, but Ziggy had his own Christmas special I was watching today.
Yeah.
And I was surprised that the animation was it almost was Fritz the Cat-like. It kind of had a weird, like, hippie R. Crumb sort of Ralph Bakshi animation style to it, which surprised me a lot.
We should watch that for one of these, and Caitlin, we'll have you back on for that one.
I would love to. I love the song that's in it.
Joy, 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 joy.
It's a beautiful Christmas special.
We got to watch that one. Well, today we are going to watch Garbage Pail Kids, the cartoon series from 1987. It's not technically a Saturday morning cartoon in the United States. It was everywhere else. It was supposed to be here in the United States, but I'll explain it in a second. But first, let's talk about our cereals. I am having some peanut butter Captain Crunch and some Crispix because I don't know. I just want to keep reusing these because I bought them, and I don't want to do what you're doing, Nick, which is just
learn from my mistake. Yeah. It's my cupboard is pathetic right now.
What do you got, Nick?
Oh, I found holiday Rice Krispies, which are just regular Rice Krispies, but with occasional red and green ones. Tastes exactly the same, and it's almost like how Rice Krispies. There's always one burnt one, and there's always one black one. That I always remember the book Sniglets, which was a book that Rich Hall did of words that should exist but don't. Their name for that was called a rice roach. That made me laugh a lot. There's a rice roach in every Rice Krispies box. They made their own rice roaches.
I really like what your brain holds on to. You're like, I'm never going to forget this Sniglet.
It hasn't held on to anything. Yeah, it hasn't held on to anything since 1991, but it's everything previous to that.
Well, I would say it hasn't held on to anything important.
No, certainly not.
Caitlin, what are you eating?
I'm still working on my Halloween candy that Rambo is currently trying to get into.
Yeah.
He's here with
Rambo the
pajamas.
Oh, Rambo the dog. Oh, look at that. Wow. That's next level. Wow.
This is what the pandemic has done to us.
Yeah, it's affected us all differently. Nick, let's see Barney's pajamas. What kind of
He's
pajamas?
nude.
Nudist.
Ooh.
He's completely nude right now. Yeah.
Nick,
well, like you, he sleeps naked.
Okay. I was going to say, Nick, that seems like dog abuse to me.
Well, it's your sleeping style. I mean, you tell me.
George, what are you eating?
So, you've ridiculed Special K with almond and vanilla, and this week it's worse. They were out of that, so I'm stuck with Special K plain.
Ooh, that's like...
Did you ask him to check in the back? Did you say, hey, can you check in the back to see if you have any?
Well, I also needed to pack some things I was selling on eBay, so I can use this for both.
Oh, there you go. Perfect.
Yeah.
What are you wearing? What shirt are you wearing? I can't.
Oh, well, this is the Dungeons and Dragons cartoon. You've got You've got Uni. You've got Bobby, Presto, Eric, Diana, Hank, and Sheila.
See, is that what you wear? Do you wear t-shirts to bed when you go to sleep?
No.
What do you look like when you sleep?
I actually use the Joe Pickett method.
Really?
Yeah.
Naked sleeper?
Whoa.
Yeah.
No.
I'm telling you.
In fact, if my shades are drawn, I've probably worn clothes for about 10% of the pandemic.
You're like
Really?
Marty.
Yeah.
Wow.
Marty knows
hey,
how to live.
let's kick things off with a cereal commercial. This one is a song that I always have in my head, or not always, but it pops into my head. Something will trigger it, and I'll have this song in my head. You guys might remember this one. It definitely has a catchphrase in it. But take a look. Here it is.
Hello, my name is Crispy. How do you do? Crispy Critters cereal's entirely new. It's indubitably delicious. Oh, here comes Crispy Critters, a good wholesome bunch. The low sugar cereal with lots of crunch.
Yes, it's indubitably.
Indubitably.
Post Crispy Critter cereal is part of a balanced breakfast.
Cha-cha-cha-cha.
See, I think I get that song in my head whenever somebody says the word indubitably. The second they say the word indubitably, then I get that song in my head.
What does Jimmy Durante have to do with
Exactly. The
No.
beloved children's icon from the 80s, Jimmy Durante.
Kids loved Durante.
There
Yeah.
were 5 impressions that people could do in the 80s. You had Mae West. You had what? I don't know.
Jimmy Durante.
John
and,
Wayne.
John Wayne.
Yeah.
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 And Robin Leach.
Yeah.
There's
Oh,
going to be
Robin
one
Leach
of
was
those.
another one. Yeah. All right. So today we are going to watch Garbage Pail Kids. This series, it's like I was expecting the worst. I'm going to say I was pleasantly surprised by this one. It rarely happens on this show, but this one is not that bad. This is based, of course, on the Garbage Pail Kids trading cards from Topps, which was based on the Cabbage Patch Kids, which also spawned Sour Patch Kids. And this cartoon was developed by Flint Dill, which I didn't recognize his name, but I looked him up. He did Transformers and G.I. Joe, so name you can trust. It had 13 episodes. It aired in most countries, but not the United States of America. We were the only country that said, and I always thought we were like the bad boys of the world, weren't we? Like, weren't we like the lone wolf?
Yeah, that's very weird. It's confusing.
Well, so first of all, would you guess that Frank Welker has a voice in this or no?
Yes, guaranteed.
Caitlin, what do you think?
I'm gonna say no.
George?
Gotta be.
No Frank Welker in this one.
What?
This one
Are there no cartoon animals?
This one breaks the mold of all of the cartoons that we've watched so far. It wasn't produced by Hanna-Barbera. CBS produced this one themselves. They promoted it hard, and just like 2 days before the debut, they pulled it. Like a couple days before it was supposed to air. And there were 3 different parent coalitions that protested against it. I think they were protesting against the stickers more than they were the cartoon. I think a lot of them didn't actually see the cartoon. They said that it glorified violence and ridiculed disabled people. And they also complained that it was blatantly commercial, but that was every single kids commercial. And the violence, yeah, maybe a little bit. And ridiculing disabled people, yeah, maybe a little bit. But well, you watch and you can decide for yourself. But advertisers pulled out. A lot of local CBS affiliates, they all pulled out. And so they replaced it with an extra half hour of Muppet Babies. So there was 90 minutes of Muppet Babies in 1987.
90 minutes. That's too much Muppet Babies.
Yeah, it never aired here at all. And the DVD came out in 2006. That's what we're playing off of. This here, and the animation, it's the guy from Transformers and G.I. Joe did it, so you'd expect a little bit better. It's more boring, they
Way
could
to go,
have fun
Flint
with
Dill.
George, bite your tongue.
But yeah, so like Art Spiegelman and some other great artists were behind Garbage Pail Kids, and they could have had a lot of fun with this, and I guess they settled for mediocre, which I think they did with a lot of cartoons. So, Caitlin, are you familiar at all with Garbage Pail Kids? Like,
I have
is that
much familiarity with it? And
okay?
Yeah, Art Spiegelman and Mark Newgarden created it together, working at Topps, and Jay Lynch, who's an amazing underground cartoonist who is a really good friend of mine, whose collection is now at the Billy Ireland, worked on it for many, many years too. So we have a lot of Garbage Pail Kids in our collection. Garbage Pail Kids stuff. You know,
Really?
like ephemera, all the cards, like some artwork, things like that. And yeah, it's just great. I was disappointed that I don't think there was ever a Caitlin one.
I was going to ask you that.
Well,
yeah.
we'll bring that up. Just I found one. So
Oh.
yes. Stay tuned for that. I actually found one. So
Oh, a Christmas miracle.
there.
Wait, but I have a question. Have you guys seen the movie?
I have never seen the movie before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I mean, I've
seen
seen
the
clips
trailer.
from it. Yeah, I've seen the
Yeah.
trailer, and
We have it on VHS, and I watched it on a first date one time, and it was not a good idea. It was going in too deep too soon with the
and you're married with 3 kids now, with 3
Yeah,
little Cabbage Patch.
Yep, her name's Messy Tessie, and Messy Tessie Proer. She took my last name, but yeah, it was a real love story for the ages.
Oh wow.
The way they do the puppetry in the movie is just, it's abhorrent. It's really horrifying.
It's really horrifying. You brought up Mark Newgarden, so one of the other masterminds behind Garbage Pail Kids. I talked to a friend of mine, Pete, and he went over to Mark's house in Williamsburg. He lives in New York, and he's like, you gotta talk to this guy. You gotta go over to his house, because his house is like a museum of old novelty, like toys and movie posters, and he's like, you gotta find a way into his house. So Nick, we gotta make a field trip at some point.
I can make the introduction. And Mark used to have a yearly garage sale, so I have a bunch of his weird stuff from his house in our house here.
Oh really? Oh, I want to become friends with one of the Garbage Pail Kids illustrators. Was he an illustrator then on it, I assume?
Oh yeah. He's
Okay.
a cartoonist. He's done a lot of, different comics and stuff. So yeah.
All right, let's dive in. This episode, it's called there's so many puns in this. There's so many puns. Chris Messin August. Do you hear that? Chris Messin August.
Right, like Christmas in July, but Christmas in August. But
his name is
Messin-
Chris Mess.
Got it.
Chris Mess in August. Okay, it's a stretch. But so the way that they structured this cartoon was the first half is all parodies and sketches, and then the second half is the Garbage Pail Kids cartoon. So and I really like it. I like, honestly, Nick, I think we would have liked this series as kids. I just say Nick just because we would watch Saturday morning cartoons. But if this had actually aired in 1987, I think we would have watched it, because it is like a sketch comedy show. Every episode they have a cold open, and then they do a movie parody, and then funny segments like Garbage Pail Groaners, where they tell jokes, and then the last half is just the Garbage Pail Kids go on an adventure.
Totally would have liked. I mean, that's what Animaniacs is. They just rebooted that. Those are just sketches,
Yes.
you know.
And a lot of pop culture references, and the joke writing is actually original and funny. It's kind of a nice departure from everything we've watched so far. So let's take a look. Here it is. Chris Mess in August, the Garbage Pail Kids.
Do not try to adjust your TV set. For the next 30 minutes, we will be in control. We control the vertical. We control the horizontal. We also control trapdoors.
Okay, you know.
I like the laugh.
Yeah.
Did kids know the outer limits?
No.
Okay.
Oh, is that an Outer Limits reference?
Yeah, that was the intro.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I
We
didn't
control
realize
the
that.
horizontal. We control the vertical too.
I don't think kids probably knew that. They probably weren't allowed to watch it. She has no face.
The whole
think her-
idea was to as a counterpoint to the cuteness, the sickly cuteness of Cabbage Patch Kids. So they're trying to be as gross as possible. Like, that's what kids want. I mean, there's so many gross out toys. Like, this, no brainer.
Yep. And that's on the left is Clogged Dwayne. who's an actual, these are all actual Garbage Pail Kids too. That's Terry Cloth, because she like wiped off her face with,
I remember that
with the
one.
cloth. And that's Patty Putty, I believe. And that's Elliot Mess. His foot sewed to his neck. I mean,
Wooden leg.
I'm kind of with the Parent Coalition on this one. Explosions and slime, and it's got
Good
it all.
logo.
I love it.
Garbage.
Yeah.
They always start the beginning off with a different Garbage Pail Kid coming out of the garbage can and zapping this. I think that's Sewer Sue.
Kinky Kong.
Yep. So this is their movie parody. To start off with movie parodies.
The TriStar parody?
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah.
Columbia TriStar.
Fibia, Tibia, Libya. How's it coming? Just fine. I'll have it finished in time for my plane trip, or my name isn't Lacey Hoopnagel. Your name isn't Lacey Hoopnagel. It's Faye Hooray! Darn straight. And don't you forget it. There. How does that feel? Just fine. Are you sure you have to go on this trip? A paleontologist gotta do what a paleontologist gotta do. Besides, if I don't bring back Kinky Kong, I'll never make a name for myself. But you've already got a name. Faye Hooray! Ah, but I want it to be Faye Hooray, the woman who captured Kinky Kong. Would you settle for a nice nickname instead? Spike, maybe. Somewhere down there is Slime Island.
I say, why don't you simply wait until I land the bloody thing?
How many successful landings have you had?
Well, actually, this would be my first.
Thanks for the offer. Ready or not, Kinky Kong, here I come. Ah! Sounds like the natives are restless.
Okay, boys, we take it again from the top. A 1 and a 2 and a...
There's something a little off, disconcerting about like a balding child. Right? It's supposed to be a child, right?
They're all sort of drawn in that style, yeah.
Yeah, they're all supposed to be children, and he's a balding child. Yeah.
Oh, well, what do we got here, boys? Looks like a scientist, female type of the paleontologist persuasion.
Why, yes. How did you know?
Just 'cause I'm primitive doesn't mean I'm stupid, lady. Now, let me guess. You're here to find...
Kinky Kong.
Why
He's doing
am I
Lawrence
not
Welk,
surprised? Come this way.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Well,
Kids
here-
love
The
that sort of
beautiful
thing.
lemon twisters. Yeah.
All the references are just old people references from the
Yep.
80s. Yeah.
Fay Ray, who played, was in the King Kong movie. It was Fay Ray.
Right. Yeah.
Wish you luck, kid. You're gonna need it.
It's a living.
Remember, it's a jungle out there.
Brother, what a dense jungle. I don't see how Kinky Kong could live here without leaving some sort of trail. Gotta remember the first rule of the jungle. Avoid the trees. Say, I've never seen trees like these before. Strange hairy bark. No roots. Say, I wonder... Yo! It's him! Kinky Kong! Yoo-hoo! Mr. Kong! Mr.
Is he
Kinky
in like an
Kong!
S&M sex swing? That's why they call him Kinky Kong? Is that the...
Absolutely.
It's
And he
Kinky
also
Kong.
has like red painted fingernails.
I know. I
Yeah,
wondered
he is
about that
kinky.
too.
Yeah.
That threw me off. I didn't notice. Did they have whites in their eyes? Unlike last week's Dukes of Hazzard, I didn't notice. Did you notice if they have whites in their
They
eyes?
do.
Do they? Okay. Yep.
Hi. I was wondering if you'd like to come to America and be a big star in the natural science circuit. I can get you on all the top talk shows. Me? Yes, you. You'll be the hit of the science world, and all you have to do is submit to a few simple tests.
Test?
If the monkey won't come to the museum will just go after the monkey. Come on, big boy. Don't play hard to get.
Yeah, a little weird.
Yeah.
It's a little.
Yeah.
Was that Mae West? Was there a little Mae West in there?
Maybe a little.
Yeah.
I don't know if CBS might have been right ultimately. But,
I'm with the parents coalitions now. I'm going to join one of those parents coalitions.
as an adult, I'm enjoying it.
Well, they do some fun original stuff. And just like the
shoes on the
dinosaurs-
brontosaurus.
Exactly, the brontosauruses were just wearing tennis shoes just for no reason.
It's great.
I
It's
respect
like Mad
that.
Magazine.
I respect the hell out of that.
Sorry I have to miss lunch. Don't worry, I can find my own way out. Stop! Come back! This could be the beginning of a beautiful business relationship. Gotcha!
The
Fortunately, I
animation
came
is not
prepared
as
for
bad
just...
as half the stuff we've seen. It's
No,
not
it-
great, but
And
it's
but
not.
it feels original, doesn't it?
Mhm.
It doesn't
Yeah.
feel like it's rehashed, like it's the Brady Kids, and
Right.
yeah.
to contingency.
Vincent Jet Ski, pretty decent. Yeah. They're having fun with it.
Hi-ho, Kinky Kong, away! I saw him come ashore here in California. Now, where did he go? Something tells me he isn't going to be that hard to find. Guess a letter, big fella. Very good. Want to guess what it says?
Gotcha!
That's right. You win. Now, all you have to do is
Wheel of
come with me
Fortune
to the lab
parody?
and
Wheel of Fortune, yeah, reference there.
Mhm.
Yeah.
collect your prize.
See, don't you think, Nick? Don't you think we would have watched this back
Absolutely. It kind of reminds me of the Beetlejuice cartoon, which kind of had puns and stuff. I don't know if anybody. Did you guys watch that?
Yes.
Yeah. That was pretty good. That was like a cut above, I thought.
then? Yeah.
Sort of postmodern and
Right.
self-referential. Yeah.
Yeah.
I take it that's a negative. You can run, but you can't hide.
Seems like a grape ape move. Music's
Yeah, even like the sound effects and the music, it's all original. Yeah.
Totally.
No cloud.
Oh, he thought the arch was McDonald's.
Well, that's what I thought too, but
And he goes,
that
"There's
was
no clown."
McDonald's. Yeah.
I figured you'd be hungry. Oh, don't be that way. A few tests won't hurt you. You can...
Do you think Frank Welker was like, I could have done a better
I mean,
King Kong?
I'm missing him right now.
I know.
They're awful.
It feels weird to be watching one that doesn't have Welker in it, doesn't
We could
it?
pay to get him to redub it, maybe.
Yeah.
We'll do a
He's probably
GoFundMe.
like, when he saw this cartoon, he's probably on the phone with his agent going like, Jerry, what the hell?
Yeah.
There's
but
animals in this.
I bet he was offered it, and I bet he was like, no, I'm not going to associate myself with these bozos who have these disgusting characters. That's what I think Welker's like. I think
Perhaps.
he's like, yeah, I think he's really conservative and just like, no, I have a reputation here.
Put up with a few tests to get a nice juicy hamburger, can't ya? I made this just for you. It has everything a growing gorilla needs. Pureed carrots, alfalfa sprouts, boiled prunes, and calf liver. Wait! You didn't let me tell you about my secret dressing.
Rubber band airplane.
Finally, somebody my size.
Nowhere have I heard that shriek before.
Just the transitions are garbage going by.
I like it.
Well, he's gone. He did save my life. Guess I owe him that much. Ah, who wants a dumb old gorilla anyway? Footsteps! Kinky Kong, are you coming back? Hey, you! Godzilla! How'd you like fame and fortune? All you have to do is come with me and go through a few simple tests. That's what I love, the spirit of the chase. You won't get away, Godzilla. I've got lots of practice.
Okay. And then they cut to these parodies and other little interstitials coming up before we get to the main feature. So
Okay.
I want to swing. You can push yourself. But I want you to push me. And if you don't, I'm telling Mom. Mom!
Kids, if you have a noisy brother who makes your life miserable, then you need the volume control for Noisy Brothers. Next time he starts wailing, just turn down his volume.
Vicky won't play with me. Make her swing me.
Guaranteed to keep your ears from aching or your money back. And now it's time for a Garbage Pail Groaner.
Well, your face is finally clean, but how did you get your hands so dirty?
By washing my face. Mom, tomorrow I want 3-minute eggs.
But I always thought you liked them 2 minutes.
I know, but I need to sleep a little longer.
it's fun.
It's kind of like you can't do that on television.
It is. It is a lot like that.
A
All
little
gross out
gross.
humor, and yeah, which I loved. You can't do that on television. I would have loved this show too because there's some great gross out humor.
Reboot.
I'm a big fan of filth. What?
Reboot.
Yes, let's do it. Yes, let's talk to CBS. Hey, George, you curated some commercials. What do we got today?
So I was looking. So I was looking for Christmas cereal commercials, and while I was going through ad breaks, I also found the news breaks that they would throw in there, and they were so hilariously. What's the word I'm looking for? They did not match the spirit of the holidays.
Incongruous?
That is exactly the word that
Okay.
I was looking for. Saturday morning cartoons will be right back.
Santa's gonna love these sweet, fruity tricks. Yeah.
Ho, ho, out! Oh, I mean, ho, ho, ho! Oh, boy! A big bowl of tricks! A delicious part of this complete breakfast! breakfast. One bite of those fruity, festive-colored puffs, and I'll really be jolly. It's gonna be a raspberry red, lemony yellow Christmas, an orangey orange, grapey purple, lime green Christmas. Joy to the world. I'm gonna get to eat tricks. Ho, ho, ho. Merry Christmas.
The Tylenol extortion suspect arrested in New York. Details at 10.
And it cut off too.
The Tylenol extortion suspect? Oh, I want to know more. I'm going to have to tune in.
Cookie crisp,
Merry Cookie Crisp.
little cookies, lots of chips that you can't resist. Cookie, crook, and chip in a one-dog open sleigh, crashing through the snow, laughing all the way. Bells on Cop Free.
They're not very bright, but being that it's Christmas time, I'll give them some tonight. Cookie Crisp is the merry part of this complete breakfast.
Wait, he had an Irish accent?
I mean, he's a cartoon cop, of course.
Oh, he's a cop. Okay. All right. It all makes sense now. He doesn't look Irish to me there, though.
Part of this complete breakfast.
Now there's a Marvel Spider-Man trading card, free inside specially marked boxes of Cookie Crisp.
A mail bomb injures a judge in Hagerstown. Live reports on Nightcast.
Wait, George, were these actually next to the commercials, or did you put these next to the commercials?
They were in like that block, that commercial block.
The bit before Christmas and all through the house, nothing was stirring, not even a... I ran to the kitchen, what could it be? Christmas crunch from the cabin to me.
This crunch is special to make breakfast merry. It's loaded with yummy red and green crunch berries.
Very sweet, delicious.
But it's only here at
Crunch's voice.
What's that?
I always like Captain Crunch's voice.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, the Soggies.
Mm-hmm.
Can you do an impression, Nick?
Well, George just did a very
I didn't hear
serviceable
it.
one. Yeah.
Do it.
Ah, the Soggies. It sounds like a drunk Thurston Howell III.
Yeah, a little bit, yeah. Get your hands off of my cereal. Kind of like that.
Yeah.
Christmas Crunch is a merry part of this balanced breakfast.
Now Captain Crunch has every kid on his Christmas list.
Wow.
One secret present on each box of Christmas Crunch, from the captain to you.
Merry Christmas!
Ceausescu toppled. Civil war in Romania. The story on Nightcast.
You can't make this up. You can't make this up. What? This is during Saturday morning cartoons. They would have these.
They were with the block that had the those commercials. So I'm not 100% sure it was like
so with a Christmas. Okay, gotcha. Serial
kids.
commercial.
Ceausescu is about to get killed by a firing squad after the cartoons.
Just Nightcast.
Oh, and this is like the Avengers.
I remember this one. This is classic.
Poor little fella. No one should spend Christmas alone.
Oh, yeah. They're all teaming up.
This one's actually touching.
The Kellogg's characters.
Look how cozy that is.
Merry Christmas, little fella.
A holiday wish of joy and friendship from Kellogg.
Would you guys trade Christmas with your loved ones this year to spend it with everybody here?
If they were wearing masks, yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. 100%.
Everybody took tests. Everybody quarantined. Everybody cleared. Would you rather spend it with them or with your family and loved ones?
Easily snap, crackle, and pop.
Oh, yeah.
Same here.
Now back to Saturday morning cartoons.
There was right after that there was a news break that was shuttle explodes after the glowworms. But I had to cut it.
So Caitlin, you brought up that there was never a Caitlin, but there were lots of Nicks, there were lots of Georges, and there were lots of me's. So first of all, I want to play a game called Guess Your Cabbage Patch Kid Name. And assuming, Nick, did you collect Cabbage Patch Kids?
Yeah. Garbage pails. Yeah, I didn't have them all, but I would get packs at, if I'd go to the dime store or something, I would get some. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So you might have seen the one that I accidentally put up a second ago, but do you remember any of your names?
I think I remember one. I think I remember one called Slick Nick, which was kind of like a greaser guy, but that's all I remember.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, there was Lovesick Nick. Do you remember him?
Yeah. Yeah, I do. Yep.
And then there was also Nick Pick, which is a pretty good one. Look at that.
That's
Hand
great.
going in the mouth, coming out the nose with boogers on it.
That's excellent.
Yeah, that was a good one. George, do you remember any of yours?
I believe there was a Gorgeous George.
There definitely
maybe
is.
named after the pro wrestler from the 50s, I think.
Yeah, there was definitely a Gorgeous George, but that wasn't gross enough. There's Furious George, and then there was also George Washington, which I thought that was a clever one.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
There'd always be doubles too, right? Like he was probably also called like Iron Man or something like that.
Yeah, they had twins.
Twins.
They would have twins. Yeah. So
Ron Hubbard.
Yeah. I had Joe Blow, which I feel like they could have done more with this one. It's just gum, splatted in the face. Maybe it was a shot at Bazooka Joe though.
Definitely. Look at
he's dressed the same. Yeah.
Yeah. They could have done more though, I think. Like Bazooka, they could have had a bazooka blowing his head off or something. Then there's Jolt and Joe, which I think is pretty cool. But Caitlin, you're right. I went looking for Caitlin's. I couldn't find any anywhere. They had Cloyd.
What?
Cloyd?
Who's Cloyd?
Clocked Cloyd? Who's Cloyd?
This is real?
They actually had a clocked Cloyd. And I guess, you know what? I bet it was like Art Spiegelman had like a nephew whose name was Cloyd. And he's like, hey, I'm going to make you one. That's probably what it was. But I went digging deep. I searched the dark web. I went way in. I finally found a Caitlin one. And it's actually a pretty good one. It's called Cartoonin' Caitlin. And that's Jim Davis's hand reaching down and impaling Caitlin.
Wow, gross.
Yeah. So I actually found that one deep on the dark web.
Wow.
So
wow. I love it. I was hoping for like colonoscopy Caitlin.
Yeah, there were some other ones that there's crappy Caitlin just taking up number 2 and like there's
a lot of harder to draw ones that didn't get drawn.
What does my shirt say?
It was meant to say Ziggy.
Ziggy.
I couldn't fit Ziggy.
That is to say, Art Spiegelman couldn't.
Art Spiegelman.
Right.
Wow. If anyone knows the whereabouts of this piece of original art, I'd love to.
Well, I ordered it actually.
Private collection.
I got big news for you. I ordered it and I actually got it here.
Whoa! That's
right here. You can put it in the Billy Ireland.
Look at that economy of line.
I'll send it to you. Yeah. And I actually did use a pencil first over
the lack of erasing. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's the hardest I've ever worked on this show.
Well, I have to say, there's many different ways to spell Caitlin, and usually with a K is more popular and with a Y. And every time I went to any kind of like roadside place, they would never have my name on the keychain and stuff like that. So this means a lot to me, Joe.
Okay, good. Because actually that was good. I have that question written into my notes here. Caitlin, are you able to find your name on keychains and shot glasses in gas stations?
Never.
The answer is no.
Not spelled my normal way.
Well, I'm going to keep my eyes open, and I know what I'm getting you for Christmas if I stumble across one. So, all right, shall we jump into the second half of Garbage Pail Kids? This is where the Garbage Pail Kids actually have an adventure.
And it's a Christmas-related one?
It's Christmas-related. Yep.
Okay.
Hey, what's going on? Christmas decorations this time of year? It doesn't make sense. Oh, wish I could have every one of these toys for Christmas. But it's not Christmas. It's not?
Yeah, all I know is we found out this morning that Santa's coming to town today. In fact, he should be arriving at the mall any minute now.
See? It is Christmas. Let's tell Santa what we want. Wait, what's the hurry? I want to be first in line. Split Kid, come on. I don't want to see Santa. You go.
Split Kid.
Whoa!
Two-Face.
We're all going to the mall.
Split Kit, actually.
Oh, Kit. Got it.
Split Kit. Yeah.
Come on, it'll be fun. They sure went all out, even bringing in real snow. The snowman's weird, though. Look, I told you. I don't want to see Santa. But why? I've been pretty rotten lately. Hey, no one's perfect. Come on.
like that the place is called Warts. I don't think it's a parody of anything. It's just called Warts.
Yeah.
FAO Schwartz, maybe?
What?
FAO Schwartz?
Right.
Oh, maybe that's it. They should have done FAO Warts. I don't want to tell them how to do their job, but you know.
Hey, I'm coming through. Hi, Sandy. Bug off, kid. That's Santa?
Thanks for saving my place.
Hey, you can't do that. Nice going. Why wait in line when you can butt in front of a wimp? Say, what do you want for Christmas?
A bike. And it better be an expensive one.
Oh, talking back to Santa. I like Smart Alex. You've got the bike. In fact, I'll make it a 12-speed. That's the strangest Santa I ever saw. I've been real good all year. I clean out my room and brush my teeth and... Get lost. You're making me sick. Huh? Don't you want kids to be good? Not no more, I don't. I'm bored with good little boys and girls. Blech. From now on,
It's
I
kind
want
of got
kids
that
to
Beagle Boys look from DuckTales, you know, the 5 o'clock shadow and the bandit mask.
And the bandit mask, yeah, and the scars, yeah,
Mhm.
and 2 hairs off to the side, yeah.
Yeah, always.
Bad. Huh? Did you hear that? The worse you are, the more gifts I'll bring you. In 2 days, I'm gonna deliver a bunch of very special presents, but only to the bad kids. That's awful. Awful? I think it's neat. Hey! Ho, ho, ho! You showed that little squirt. I'll have a special Christmas present for you. Well, I don't need to listen to what you brats want, because you're going to get whatever I feel like giving you. What are you doing, Kit? This can't be Santa. Sure he is. He's going to bring me presents, isn't he? I don't know. He doesn't act like any Santa I've ever seen before.
That kid with the stretchy face ain't buying your story.
Yeah, well, I know one brat that might play into our hands. I'll pay him a visit tonight.
Is that no bone?
What's the... All right! Santa! Where are my presents? Not yet. I came to make a deal. I'll give you everything you always wanted for Christmas if you help me. Me? A Santa's helper? All right!
Hey, kid, you want a snowball? Over here. And there's plenty more where that came from.
Thanks.
Her hair
There's a
came
lot-
off?
She's wearing a toupee, I guess.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of that sound effect too. The
Yes, I noticed that.
they go
Splatting.
through about 15 per episode.
All right, keep counting.
You won't believe what's going
Love
on
the
all over
transitions.
town. Look! And look over there! All the kids are acting bad on purpose!
It's kind of like the 4
Clarinet in the soundtrack?
Yeah, it's kind of like the 4 years of Trump, right? I feel like all the bad kids are acting bad on purpose.
They get a
right?
platform now.
Yeah, now they have like their new leader who's acting bad.
And rewarding them.
Yeah, right.
Stop picking on him!
Mind your own business. I want him to pick on me. Then I'm gonna kick his shins. That way we'll both get great gifts.
You should both be ashamed.
Tell that to Split Kid. He's been acting worse than everyone else.
Here, kid, keep it up. I gotta go reporting to Santa and tell him what a louse you've been.
Gee, thanks!
Louse?
Louse.
Did you see that? Yeah, that snowman's more than decoration. Split Kid, you're acting like a real jerk. Yeah, what's with you? I'm being a Santa's helper. Come on, Patty, let's go. Kid's a squid. Let's check out that snowman.
I bet it was hard to keep like the
You were
melty
right about that
characters
kid,
on
boss.
model.
Good.
What's
You
that
know?
again?
Just keep the grotesque characters on model. You know, like if his face is melting, it always has to look the same from this angle to that angle. You know,
and split Kit, I feel like that would be so hard to animate, wouldn't it? I mean, because he has a split face, and it's just there's a lot going on.
Yeah,
it's impressive. They did a great job.
Pretty good.
This is actually a decent cartoon, and I think that like I want to watch more of these. Like genuinely, actually want to watch more of these because they're actually funny.
Soon all the kids will following his example. Thanks to Split Kit, this town will have a really awful Christmas.
Yeah. Well, we better start loading this junk into the helicopter.
See? He isn't Santa at all.
I don't think they're ridiculing disabled people, though. Do you think? I mean,
I'm wondering about that too. Like because he has a peg leg.
Yeah, I guess so. I guess maybe they're basing it on the stickers, but I feel like they're all different and they're all working together right? I mean, I don't know. Like
they're using their deformities to their advantage.
Exactly.
You know?
Like Clog Dwayne was able to slip underneath the, he's able to gain entry because he's a Clog Dwayne.
I don't know if deformities is the term that gets used when people are advocating for themselves in the halls of Congress.
Right.
Right, but if you're actually melted and have, I don't know. Yeah, I wouldn't use it with humans, but the Garbage Pail Kids, I feel like.
Yeah, if you're made of putty.
They're grotesque. That's the idea.
There are many faceless Americans, and I don't know if they're represented by the one character.
That's
true. Who speak with their hand. Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Senior Lenses, for example.
Game. And who is he?
I'll tell you.
Who are you?
I used to be one of his spies, but now Christmas has gone too far.
Christmas?
That's his name. He was always bad, so he was never on Santa's good list and never got any presents. So he wants to ruin Christmas for everyone.
How can we stop him?
There's only one person who can do anything about him, the real Santa Claus.
Then what are we waiting for? Let's go! There it is, the North Pole.
I like the plane space.
I do too.
Jump.
I love the plane.
There's Santa's workshop. Oh, look at it. Wow. The face.
Goodness me.
Hey, it's the real Santa.
Who are you?
I'm Elliot Mess, Mr. Claus.
It's such a classic Santa voice too.
Yeah.
Isn't it? Who are you?
You see, we got some trouble and we need your help.
Hold on there. You better come inside.
Oh, wow.
It's Santa's Computer Central. The only way I can keep up with you young'uns today. I'm still having some problems automating the toy assembly line, though.
Sir, all of this is fantastic, but we really got a problem, man.
Well, I better check you out first. Have to make sure who's naughty and nice, you know.
I'm Patty Putty.
Oh,
This is pre-internet,
yeah.
by the way.
Yep, you're on my nice list. Straight A's, brush your teeth after every meal.
How do you know all that?
Santa knows everything.
See, I think that they keep the Cabbage Patch thing in because the freckles, the 3 freckles on each cheek. See, they all have that.
And the big eyes and
Yeah.
Well, here's something you don't
doesn't have
know. There's a guy going around impersonating you. His name's Chris Mess, and...
Chris Mess?
Well, they pull up
Never does
hamster
home-
dance. So he was pulling up hamster dance website.
Never bathes? I thought I recognized that name from my naughty list. Quick, we better get going.
Hot or not.
The last house. Split Kids. Just in time, too. It's almost morning. Huh? It's Santa.
Like, look, the background here is really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Airbrush.
Yeah.
I like it.
Phew. Hey, Santa! What'd you bring me? A real Christmas prize. A booby prize, that is. And you fell for it, sucker. Merry Christmas.
You won't get away with this. I'm gonna tell everyone you're a bogus Santa Claus.
Oh, yeah?
On Cupid, on Dasher, on Donner, on Murray.
Murray? What happened to Blitzen?
During the off-season, he works for the Easter Bunny.
Like Murray. Good.
What are you gonna do with him?
Keep them quiet till we split town. They should be opening their presents right now.
Hey!
What a lousy gift!
I was wrong. There must not be a Santa. Look at what happened.
Ho, ho, ho!
Huh?
There they are.
Just fly next to the helicopter and leave the rest to us.
See, I thought for sure the reindeer were going to go into the propeller of the helicopter there.
Murray was going to get decapitated, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Did you think about that too?
Yep.
I mean, it seems like a missed opportunity.
Yeah, they're so close.
Yeah.
Shh. I'll loosen the knot.
No! He's loose!
Whoa! I'm getting out of here!
I like that drawing.
Which one?
Just the mud, the carrot, the flattened. Yeah, right there.
Yeah. That's pretty good. Yeah.
I've got a present for you, Santa. Hey, look!
Well. According to my database, you've all been naughty, not nice.
We'll be good. We want presents.
The spirit of Christmas isn't just getting presents. You should be good because it makes you feel good.
Jesus Christ.
What are you gonna do with these guys?
I'm going to let them earn some good points by putting them to work. Maybe you'll learn something about the real meaning of Christmas by making toys for others.
So you were gonna ruin Christmas?
Ah, shut up!
What about you, Kit? What have you learned about the spirit of Christmas? It's better to give than to
It's always a
receive.
Jack in the Box that the elves are making. No kid wants one.
There's...
This is the bathroom hog. Once she gets in, she never comes out.
I'll be out in 2 minutes.
But 2 minutes really means 2 days to the bathroom hog.
Pizza
Popping an
for the
alien.
bathroom hog. Slip it under the door.
The only way to defeat the bathroom hog is to knock the door down.
There we go.
Nice.
Wow.
Great team.
Clint Dill.
Yeah.
I don't recognize any of those.
No, none of
Hey,
the
Hoyt
names.
Curtin. Hoyt Curtin did the music for all the Hanna-Barbera stuff.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Oh,
he did
Hoyt
the
Curtin.
theme. He did the theme to the Dukes cartoon we watched last week, and the Jetsons, and
This is the only
Flintstones.
connection to any of our other cartoons.
Basically, yeah. Hoyt
Yeah.
Curtin.
Hoyt Curtin, there he is.
Can't forget that name.
Well, there you have it. There's a... And here's the thing. It's a thoughtful, well thought out. It's all original. It's genuinely funny. And but I'll tell you what, I'd rather watch the Brady Kids each and every week. This one is actually good.
Yeah, I
You
mean,
know?
it's weird. Like there were cartoons that did a lot with the little, like their Beanie and Cecil cartoon from the 60s, and then all the Jay Ward stuff, like Bullwinkle was actually funny with a lot of puns like this, but with the
Yeah.
crappiest animation you can imagine. So maybe we're giving it too much credit just because we're mired in so much Ruby Spears and Deke. But
It's true. Yeah.
considering what we've had to watch week after week, not too bad.
Yeah. All right. That's all I got. George, is there any lesson to be learned from this?
Oh, sure. Grotesque, misshapen heads, repulsive facial features, disgusting and offensive nicknames. My school photos bring back many painful memories. But in retrospect, I realized that Garbage Pail Kids were a useful outlet that allowed my classmates to focus their ridicule on fictional characters for a change. And in the end, isn't that what we all want? Someone or something to take our place at the bottom of the pecking order? So this Christmas, whether you're a Slane Wayne, a Melton Milton, or a Sidney Kidney, here's hoping there's someone goofier looking in your vicinity. And that's why I always say, the more you battle is twice the knowing.
That was beautiful, Precious.
That was beautiful. It resonates as, I don't know what I was trying to say, but it resonated with me. Here's what I was thinking about while you were saying that, George. I was listening, but I was also thinking about how
I wasn't paying attention either.
It's how much I missed Frank Welker. And what I was thinking is he's still around and doing voiceovers. Is there any way, George, using your magical powers of emailing people, seeing if he would come on and voice Joe's cats, Marty, my dog, and Rambo, Caitlin's dog? Like he could voice all the animals. And since you don't have any animals,
that's like Make-A-Wish Foundation type stuff. I mean, like
I'll say there's something wrong with me.
Yeah,
yeah.
And it's my last wish is
tell them that you have your foot on where your head should be, and that your head is in your hand.
Yes.
Tell them
that your name is Cloyd. And he can't resist. Well, you're deathly allergic to animals, so you need cartoon animals to talk to you. Maybe that's the pitch there, George.
I'll try it. And if not, I've just found Flint Dill on Facebook.
Okay.
Awesome.
So I don't know. One way or another, we're going to get through this.
And then we need Hoyt Curtin, and that's like we need Hoyt, we need Cloyd, we need all of them.
And what's going on with Billy Ireland now? Are you still doing virtual things there?
We're closed right now because of the holidays and because of the pandemic.
Right.
Oh, that's double
really
closed.
Here in Clemson.
You have like 4 padlocks on the door.
Yeah, we're at the stage 4, stage purple level. So it's bad. But we're reopening on January 23rd with a new exhibit called Into the Swamp, the political satire of Walt Kelly's Pogo. For all the Pogo fans out there.
My dad was a huge Pogo fan. Yeah, I had all the books.
And Pogo, ran for president back in the day, and there was a whole Pogo for President campaign. And so since it's an election year, we're doing this show that's specifically of political Pogo. So.
And could someone see the Garbage Pail art when you're back open?
Yeah. I don't know that we have any original art from Garbage Pail Kids because that stuff is so highly collectible. It's like genuinely beautiful art, really, really good airbrush art. But we have all kinds of Garbage Pail Kids memorabilia and other stuff too from Tops. Like in particular, Jay Lynch worked a lot on Wacky Packs. So we have a lot of Wacky Pack stuff.
They all worked on Wacky Packs too, like Art Spiegelman and what's the guy's name? Mark
Newgarden.
Yeah.
And it's interesting because a lot of those guys were working for that company to put out their comics. So in some way that industry like funded the underground comics world, So
oh wow. They figured it out. Like they figured out a way to make that sustainable.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, this should have aired in America. We really missed out.
That's the other thing that really bugs me about this. It's a genuinely funny show. It's original, and the United States was like, "Nah, we don't want it. We want that. We want the Brady kids.
Yeah,
we want Fonzie floating through space.
An anthropomorphic Rubik's cube needs to help.
Yeah, we want. That's what we want. We
guys
don't
are
want
on
that.
your own.
The rest of the world was like, "Yeah, it's fine. We'll take it."
There was I'm pretty sure a snowball dealer, right? Like that was clearly supposed to be a drug dealer.
Oh, is that what that? I didn't even pick up on that when he had all the snowballs out. Like that was like cocaine, right? Okay. 2 levels. It's written on 2 levels.
Mhm.
Smart. All right. That's all. That's it. That's all we got. And happy Shaturday, everybody.
Happy Shaturday. Can you add some of those sound effects at the end here, Joe?
Yeah. We'll add like 15